I'm gonna stop saying this, but this is definitely my excited face. I think I got one. I do. Well, it certainly looked like it until I turned it over and it didn't look like one, but it certainly looks like it, and it's down there, and it was a perfect signal. But I've been getting a lot of those. But it must be said, I've been getting lots of fantastic finds. I've had a great year this year, best year of all time. But anyway, it's down there. Let's go see it. So that probably doesn't look like a Roman coin, but if you do this, it certainly does. Well, that is definitely a Roman coin. And it's another one of those Deponduses, stroke sesterces. I'm not finding any little coins, very, very rarely finding any little ones, which says something about where I am. And I reckon it says it's a military area, because they were paid in sesterces, so I understand. It might not be true, but anyway, let's see if there's any detail on it. A lot of these ones are totally eroded away on this field. But anyway, let's break this off. And there we go. Well, I bet you I'm going to be able to tell who it is, but it's not going to be in great condition. Let me just have a quick rub on the magic shirt. Yeah, you know, there is your Roman somebody or other. I don't think that's going to be the head part. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's definitely Roman. And actually, I don't know. You're probably seeing it better than I am. Let's rotate it around and see if we can make a head out. Anyway, there's my Roman lamppost. And the first time I came out in this field, I came out to about here and got a sesterces about here. And I've kept coming back to this spot, not finding anything. But this time, I've been fortunate. I wouldn't say lucky because I've worked at it. Oh, that's great. And it's going to have detail. It's going to tell me who it is. I think that's the head. I'm guessing it's Marcus Aurelius. But it doesn't have to be. And I'm very, 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 very happy with that. In fact, I'm over the moon. This is ultra deep. I think I got another one. It's 6 or 7 foot away. It was a tiny little thing, very, very deep. I think I've gone down about a foot to get it. And I'm looking at an outline. Ha! Well, actually, I don't know what it is. It just looks like it has to be. So let's go down together, right up close, and see what it is for the first time in perhaps 2,000 years. So there it is, poking up. Right there. And it came from right down the bottom of that hole. Right down the bottom of it. And that's it. Now, I've been up and down all over this. You can see my footprints everywhere, but I've been up and down on it. It's been very dry and not great conditions for treasure hunting and metal detecting. And well, that's what I think it is. Well, aha. Wow, that's gold. I mean, that's gold, well, maybe not copper, but maybe gold plate. And that is not a coin. That's a badge. That's a surprise. Just gonna rub it very gently. Well, not gonna rub it any more than that. Look at that. Look at that. Now, that's at least medieval. And of course it may be Roman. It's only 10 foot away from a sesterces I just dug. So, wow. I'm going to tidy it up a little bit, just very gently, and then I'll show you more. I've just poked some of the dirt out of it with a bit of straw. And I'm not going to do anything harsher than that to it. right now, or even ever, I think. But look at that. I would guess that that's going to be medieval. But this hobby never ceases to amaze. Isn't that marvellous? Well, this is rather lovely. It doesn't look like much on top, but you can see it's a bit of pot. But if you turn it over, you can see there's a nice little well there, a little base. Well, that's coming home with me for the wife. I've got a thrilling thing here. Don't know what it is, but it's big, it's high conductive, it's bronzy looking. I don't know what it is, but we're going to go and get it. And there's more in the hole. So let's see what we found. Now that is what I see. Now, because it could be a crotal bell, a bust one. No, it's too heavy. It's a big lumpo. And it's a big old lumpo. It's a big old bronzo lumpo. That's got to be something like a sword pommel. Absolutely got to be. Now that should be hollow. Not feeling very hollow. Well, maybe it is. But you see, that's bronze. It's patinated, and it's a big, big ass thing. So that is definitely a thing. You see that surface? That's a proper surface. Well, it kind of would be if it's a high-grade bronze. Well, I'm going to clean it up, see if there's anything more to be seen on it. But that's the thing. That's a Roman thing, I think. Very heavy for a sword pommel. Blooming, you wouldn't want that on the end of your sword. But that is definitely a thing, and there's more in the hole. That's very, very exciting. Oh, I'm having a great day. Oh, yes. Well, I don't know what that is. I suppose it could potentially be lead. But I would prefer it to be bronze. That's a kind of bronze patina there. And that's going to be face up, which is why it's eroded, and that's going to be face down, which is why it's not. And that looks like iron in the middle there. So maybe it's a dagger handle. Yeah, it's definitely a something. Definitely a something. And if you know, post below. Because there's more experts out there that know these things than I know. Anyway, let's find the other bit. It's in the hole. Well, that is a mysterious shape, and it's a very low number, 32. And I normally don't dig them. Well, I do dig them all, but you know, I think twice about 32, because it's going to be a sketchy bit of rubbish. It's a funny colour. It's a very funny colour. The thing about 32 is it's meant to be gold, but that's going to be a button. I would have thought maybe it's silver gilt. That feels like a shank. That's looking goldish. Maybe gold plated, maybe not, maybe just eroded copper. That's interesting. That's why you've got to dig it all. You have got to dig it all. Well, see that there? That's a nice shirt. I imagine it could be Roman. It probably isn't. And that's a coin signal. And I'm imagining that that's going to be Roman. But it probably isn't. It might not even be a coin. But it's a 85, which on this coil means good things. So it's where my tip of my coil is, I think. But we don't muck about anymore, because it just tires us out. It means we find less. We get the pinpointer out and we find it. And see, there it isn't, it's there. and pulled out a plum. And there it is. Probably not Roman. Probably a double tournoir or a Napoleon tour or a button. I can feel a shank. No, I can't. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Yes, I can. No, I can't. I don't know. No, I can't. Well, unlikely to be a Roman. Very, very unlikely. 2 round. Lumpy on the back, but that's probably just mud. It's going to be double tournoir stroke liard. Don't rub the liard. And yes, we like them. Big hole and a tiny button. Ha! Well, I think I've got another great find. Could be a crotal bell. That's the least it could be. It's down here. It was a huge signal, and you'll see why when you see it. Well, I think I've got another great find. Could be a crotal bell. That's the least it could be. It's down here. It was a huge signal, and you'll see why when you see it. Oh, fantastic. What a great evening out. You see that? Well, I'm going to get down for you. Oh, because that's shaping up to be major, I should think. What could that be? Well, it's definitely something. I shouldn't think it's Roman. It's very heavy though, blimey. And it might be irregular enough. Yeah, it is very irregular. And we like them irregular. Oh yes we do. Well, you'll see that cleaned up later. That's a really nice find, whatever it is. It's about to be something nice. Well, I think I know what it is. It could be Roman, but I don't think Romans did screws. So that's screwed into a base. And I think, if you look in there, you can see charcoal or burnt stuff. So I think that's the top of a candlestick. And there's no screw thread there. It's been banged. Been clipped there by Mr. Plough, but I think that's what that is. It's a top of a candlestick. A candle would have gone in there. That's my guess. If you've got a better theory, and if you know, or even if you don't know, post below. It definitely looks like a bit of a thread there. A thread of candlestickius. I'm not going to say it. I'm not. I think I got one. Ah, bit of an iffy signal, got to be said. Might not be one, might be a button or something, but it looks right. Have a look. It's a small one for a change. I could be wrong, but that's the right shape. It's starting to be too thin. No, maybe not. Well, meh. Possibly lead. It's got a pattern on it though. It's a wrong colour. I can see an S, which isn't necessarily bad for Roman, because SC meant for the Senate. But I can see a crown up there. So I don't know. I'm predicting a seal. Well, that's writing. That's definitely writing. I think that's writing. Anyway, we'll clean it up and we'll find out. Don't think it's Roman. Think it's a lead seal. I'll do the sci-fi test. Yep, it's a lead seal. It bends. I should have started off with that, shouldn't I? Yeah, lead seal. If there's a bend, it's not your friend. But anyway, it's my friend really. Well, it's not going to get fooled by that one. No. I'm getting used to these tricks. Anyway, it's a seal.